Hi, kids. Welcome to Bear Time Adventures. My name is Charles Wallace. And like I always say, you can call me Charles, you can call me Mr. Wallace, or like my own kids call me, if you'd like, you can call me Bear. Today I'm here to tell you an exciting story about a new group of superheroes. They are the Sound Squad. It was a sunny afternoon, and the Sound Squad was jamming in their secret music garage. Riff strummed his guitar. Lola tapped on the keyboards. Zane was plucking his bass strings. And Roxy, she was pounding on the drums. They were completely in the zone, the music flowing as they approached the big chorus of their brand new song. Roxy was grinning. "Come on, let's hit that beat together." Just as Riff was about to hit a high note, a strange humming sound echoed through the garage, vibrating the walls and drowning out the music. Riff stopped playing, and he looked around at the others. "Guys, is that coming from us?" Lola was still pressing on the keyboard. "Nope, it's not me. It sounds like it's coming from outside." Zane had stopped playing the bass. "Well, if it's trouble, I'm ready for it." Suddenly, a glowing green light streaked across the sky, followed by a booming crash from the nearby park. The ground trembled as if the earth itself had felt the impact. The Sound Squad just looked at each other. Roxy was still holding her drumsticks as she started to move. "We better check it out. Who knows what's going on out there?" When they arrived at the park, they saw a small silver spaceship laying halfway buried in the ground. There were little puffs of smoke drifting up from it. The ship was shaped like a shiny bubble, and strange symbols glowed faintly on the side. As the band got closer, the hatch popped open, and a tall green alien with big blue eyes stumbled out, waving his arms. "I am Zog. Can somebody help me, please? I've lost the Cosmic Amplifier." Roxy raised her eyebrow. Cosmic what now?" Lola rushed over to Zog. "Are you okay? What happened?" Zog was frantic. "The Cosmic Amplifier is a magical thing that makes sounds come to life. But when I crashed, it broke apart, and the pieces flew all over the city." Zane crossed his arms. "And if someone else finds the pieces?" Zog seemed nervous. "It could cause big trouble, like making whispers sound like roaring lions, or a tiny drum beat shake the entire earth." Riff nodded in concern. "Sounds like we need to get those pieces back, and fast." Before they could ask more questions, the air seemed to ripple, and a deep voice rumbled through the park. Zog's eyes widened. "Oh no, it's the Sound Stealer." "Yes, I am the Sound Stealer, and that's exactly what I plan to do." Just then, a tall figure floated out from behind a tree. His slick body shimmered, and his head was a swirling red mist, like a glowing cloud from Mars. Two bright yellow eyes peeked out, glowing like little suns. As the Sound Stealer moved closer, the world seemed to grow quiet, like the sound was being sucked away. With an evil smile, the Sound Stealer said, "Thank you for finding the pieces for me. I'll take it from here." Zane rushed forward. "Not on our watch, buddy." Just then, the Sound Stealer reached out with one of his long arms, and suddenly the playground nearby came to life. The swings flapped like bird wings, the seesaw bounced up and down, and the merry-go-round spun so fast it made the kids fly off and hit the ground. Roxy gripped her drumsticks. "Whoa, this is getting out of hand. Let's show him what we're made of." The Sound Squad jumped into action. Riff shot a burst of bright energy from his ring, slowing down the wild swings. "I took care of the swings. Lola, Can you calm the noise? Lola was holding her glowing necklace. I'm on it! Lola sent a soft melody from her necklace, sending shimmering waves of light across the park. The Sound Stealer's grin grew wider. Impressive, but you'll have to do better than that. He waved his arms, and suddenly the playground sounds grew louder and louder. Kids' laughter became a booming roar. The creaking swings turned into loud squeaks, and even the leaves rustling in the trees sounded like crashing waves. Zane grabbed his bracelet. Let me show you how it's done. The deep bass rhythm sent from his bracelet sent calming vibrations, making the wild sounds get softer and softer until everything settled down. With that, Roxy raced over to grab a glowing piece of the Cosmic Amplifier. Got it! But just as she picked it up, the Sound Stealer vanished into a cloud of red mist. Zog looked more worried than ever. We need to hurry. He'll get stronger with every piece he finds. Riff nodded. Then let's not waste any time. Where's the next piece? As they were about to leave, Lola looked at Zog. By the way, Zog, where are you from? For the first time, Zog smiled. I am from Saturn. It's a big planet with amazing rings made of ice and rock. Where I come from, music flows through the rings and fills the air with beautiful sounds. Roxy's eyes widened. Music in the air? That sounds incredible. Lola joined in. Wow, Saturn sounds magical. Hey everyone, let's take a quick break to learn about Saturn, Earth, and Mars. Then we can get back to our adventure. I hope you're enjoying the story so far, kids. I agree with Lola. This would be a good time to learn a little more about some of the planets that we're talking about in the story. So, Saturn, that is Zog's home. And it's a huge planet, and it is known for its beautiful rings. Did you know the rings are made of ice, dust, and rocks? And they're also big enough to fit about 21 of our own planet Earth's side by side. What do you kids think music would sound like playing on Saturn's rings? Close your eyes for a minute and try to imagine and listen to what it would sound like if the music was playing on Saturn's rings. Yeah, I'm sure it would sound really, really amazing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about our own planet, our home where we live, the planet Earth. Did you know that the planet Earth is the only planet with liquid water on its surface? And we also have air called oxygen that we can breathe. And that's what makes Earth perfect for life. Here's a fun fact. Earth has one moon, but Saturn has at least 83. Imagine if we had that many moons in the night sky. Before we get back to the story, let's talk a little bit about the Sound Stealer's home planet, Mars. It's also known as the Red Planet because of its reddish color. It has the tallest volcano in the solar system. Would you kids like to visit a volcano that big? What do you think that would sound like if it erupted? Right, I'm sure it would be pretty loud. Okay, I think it's time now we get back to our story. Riff looked determined. Let's go. Time to find the rest of the Cosmic Amplifier. Zog started to speak. I think the next fragment is located in an old abandoned power plant. The next piece of the Cosmic Amplifier was located at an old abandoned power plant. As the sound squad searched for it, they noticed that the place was filled with buzzing machinery and flickering lights. Roxy waved her drumsticks. Let's clear this noise out of the way. Suddenly, the Sound Stealer appeared above them. He was holding another piece of the Cosmic Amplifier, twisting it in his hands, making the buzz from the machinery grow louder, turning it into a deafening roar. The lights were flickering wildly, casting strange shadows all around. You can't stop me. I'm growing stronger with every piece. Lola grabbed her glowing necklace. Roxy, we need a distraction. Use your speed to spin around him. Roxy began to dash around him. Got it! Let's give him a tornado to remember. As Roxy spun, creating a mini tornado, Lola bent the light around them, making the sound squad appear to disappear. Zane used his super strength to knock the last echoes away, while Riff blasted a sound wave that sent the machinery back to normal. They quickly grabbed the piece of the cosmic amplifier and bolted out of the power plant. Their next stop was a dark mountain cave where the third and final piece of the cosmic amplifier was hidden deep inside. As they ventured in, strange echoes and eerie sounds bounced off the walls. Just then, the sound stealer reappeared, using the cave's echo to his advantage. His voice was echoing from every direction, and boulders began to shake. I've got the advantage here. You'll never find the last piece of the cosmic amplifier. Just then, Zane slammed his bass against the ground, creating vibrations. We'll see about that. Roxy used her wind powers to blow away the falling rocks, while Lola projected an illusion of bright light to reveal the sound stealer's hiding spot. Riff shot a powerful energy blast toward the final piece, knocking it loose. But it was too late. During the commotion, the sound stealer stole all the pieces to the cosmic amplifier. Riff looked around. Where do you think he's going to go? Their eyes widened, and all at once, the sound squad realized he was heading to the city amphitheater. The sound stealer was at the city amphitheater, and the cosmic amplifier was glowing with dark energy. As the sound squad arrived, the sound stealer activated the fully assembled cosmic amplifier. The sound stealer was laughing wildly. With all the sounds, I'll be the strongest of all. The sound squad spread out and prepared their instruments. Roxy was pounding on her drums. Let's turn up the volume and show him what real music sounds like. They played together, each note glowing with power. Riff's guitar sent out waves of energy. Lola's light illusions dazzled and confused the sound stealer. Zane's bass created tremors, and Roxy's drum beats echoed like thunder. The sound stealer unleashed a chaotic blast, but the sound squad's harmony was stronger. With the final beat, they shattered the cosmic amplifier. And with that, the sound stealer's red misty head faded and dissolved into the sky. He was gone. Zog couldn't believe it. You did it! Now a crowd had arrived at the amphitheater, so the sound squad celebrated by playing a fun new song. The audience was excited, and they joined in, clapping and dancing. Even Zog was doing his own little dance. And that's the end, kids. Did you like this story? What was your favorite part? I think mine was when the sound squad was battling the playground chaos and then racing through the mountain cave. Or maybe it was the big showdown at the amphitheater. I don't know. I think I liked the whole story. I hope you did. You know, this story wasn't just about action and music. There was also some important lessons in there for us. Can anyone remember what we learned? That's right. One of the biggest lessons was learning about working together. Just like the Sound Squad, we all have our own special talents. And when we combine our strengths and help each other out, we can solve even the toughest problems. You know, we also learned about the planets, Saturn, Earth, and even Mars. It was fun to imagine what music might sound like coming from Saturn's rings or what it would be like to visit a volcano on Mars. It shows us how amazing our solar system is and how each planet is unique, just like each of you. And don't forget, music isn't just for having fun. It can also help us feel calm, be creative, and work through our problems, just like the Sound Squad did. So, the next time you hear your favorite song or play an instrument, remember that you're using a special power, a special talent, just like Riff, Lola, Zane, and Roxy, the Sound Squad. Thank you for listening to the story. I hope you had a great time. Who's ready to go on another adventure? Maybe even with the Sound Squad. We'll see. Tune in next week for more Bear Time Adventures.